Hi, this is the video of editing and structure of the website, and uh, the entire structure was made to be clear as much as possible. So, for example, this page, home page, we got this menu and also edit page as usual in WordPress, and you got here slides, and so they are called just by the number of the slides. So for example, this one is first, so when you hit parent home, then you get into the first slide responsible page. Then child slide 2 is gonna be this slide, then 3, 4, and so on. So when we open, for example, slide 2, we got this area here, featured image. This area it's responsible for the parallax effect image. So if you need to change it, just it's done here. Then we got also control of parent page. We must choose the parent page for the slide in order to display the slide on the page. So this is slide number 2 for home page. So we choose parent as home. Template, we choose default template, and then we choose full height, header height, and subtitle. If you gonna add another slide, please be aware of this title field. It's not empty, it's space symbol. So it's, you see, it's like left, right, it's a space symbol. It's necessary for the system to recognize that you need this title area, and then this slide will be a matter of navigation of the right bulletin menu. And then we got this field, description, where we actually put our content. So this content is not very intuitively understandable at the first glance, but I will try to explain. So these symbols here, it's breaking codes. It's necessary for spots where the animation is just too much. So sometimes you got like the slide disappearing very quick, and then you put these codes, and they sort of lift the slide up, and then animation doesn't affect it so early. Those are almost in every slide. So, and then we got this code, this short code. I used this short code in order to provide a visual experience for the client when the slide is edited. So this theme by default, it offers manual code insertion, and it's extremely complex and time consuming, so it's not an option at all. So we need a normal visual interface. So we before we recognize which actually shortcode is responsible for this slide, it's ID 837. So we note that this is slide 2 on home page, and we go here, drive leads, and we then search for the home, and then to home 2, it means second slide of home 2, and actually you see this ID 837. So it means we on the right path, and we can now edit it and go here. And then we get into the visual interface where we can easily change, add, or whatever. Though bear in mind that these slides, they shouldn't be too high, because obviously we use only our screen size. So it's a slide, right? So we must respect this reality, so don't make it too high. So here we see a transparent background and white text, because our website is blank. So all we need to do for bringing it into the live, we must do this. And then we see this area, and we're able to edit background section. Here we use also background section. So content box, whatever. So reload, and we see now just here. And after editing, you must either remove the background. It's just a good practice, but you may also leave it. It doesn't matter. It would be still black. So if you choose black, so it will be matching with the website background. Next, we can edit, add some elements, whatever, then save, and then we will see it would reflect on our website. Let's try maybe another slide, like it was our story. It was full width, and that's why here we got even like we don't have even enough space here. But here it displays all right. And so next, the edge difference. Let's try this slide, because we got a different mobile version of this slide on the editor, and I will try to explain how this works. So we got here 1, 2, 3, 4. Got here child slide 4, and here no, we don't have mobile here, so it displays okay. On mobile here we got Hello Wi-Fi. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10. Yes, here we got our mobile version. So home 10 by our logic, home 10, and we prove ourselves, so 888, and here we got 888, so we are on the right path. So edit design, and we see our slide already. It shows. So Israel's element background, make sure it's black, and here if it's background, we can also use background of our section. And here we got our slide. So we edited, make necessary changes. And here we got the same, like parent and template. And another point is featured image. So if the slide doesn't have parallax image, then you should set this BG3 SVG. I made it so it would be 1 pixel background. It's there only for the system to work. And here we got also white background. It's also necessary for some slides with a white background. And yes, please don't forget to use this BG3 SVG even for empty parallax images slides. So here we got featured image, then full height, then title again, a space to let system know that we need this area. Then we got our slide, desktop slide area. So here we tell system basically that if it's a phone, then don't display anything, and if else, like device, desktop, then you display this slide. And then we got this area where we tell the system that if it's a phone, then you should display the same again our slide, but with a styling. So also we need this styling. This goes, they relate to the slide display on mobile. And then else, if we on the desktop, also styles, we tell system that it wouldn't display this area on desktop at all. And then on the mobile, we got here this feature, and we control how we see this slide on mobile. And the reason why we're using a separate field for some slides for mobile is because some slides are too long and they are not matching the size of the mobile screen. And that's why we must invent something new and tell systems that please take care of slides replacing on different devices. And this is how we actually do it. So just in future, just you don't need to make any changes in this field. Just be aware of how it works and don't mess with the codes. And actually this system uses the same slide, so you don't need to remember any logic for identifying this slide again. So you go here and as usual you check this. Basically you can even just do Ctrl+C and then the leads, and then Ctrl+F, Ctrl+V, and you see this home 10. But just to check yourself that it's a 10th slide and it matches with shortcode, then you can normally go and edit it and be sure that you're on the right path. So let's try another page, for example, this launch. Here, launch got edit pages also interface, and then it's child, launch 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. And the same logic applies. Though I think in membership, where we had where we had replaced those slides. At first, this price, I think, was first, and then we replaced it, whatever. So let's try to identify this price slide, for example, 1, 2, 3, 4, like child number 4. I guess it's child member number 2, but let's just check it. So Control S, now Control F, Control V. So it's member 4, compare, and I've renamed it so it would be obvious. So here we got and edit, and here, so yes, and this is the price table. That is correct. So that is the only page that doesn't match all the mapping, but then I just renamed it so it would be obvious. So that is about slides, about mobile, about editing. I guess this is it. Nothing really special, I don't think. So also the logo changes in customize area, for example, and the rest is just standard WordPress interface. I guess that's it. So and footer is the same story. So footer, Control F, and footer, and you got here the footer. And then calendar is I think this is Google's calendar, and so we don't need here anymore. And here you got the options, general, and this is the logo replacing area. And colors, I don't recommend, I strongly don't recommend to touch colors. I've tried it and it messed the site severely. So don't touch colors, just don't do it. But if you will, then just go and deactivate them and then activate it again, save settings, and hopefully it will work again. What else? Basically here nothing else. Maybe those icons, it's done in the menus here. Social links, here Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Yes. Those links, jump links. So they are made also in main menu. So here, no, it is main menu, maybe main menu too. Select primary, sorry. So this is in primary menu, those jump links. And here you got slide 2, slide 6, whatever slide this is. So for example here, and you got those addresses, like for example child slide 6, and you see this URL here. So it's basically the name of the slide page and turned into the permalink. And then here, for example, for the launch, you got here the comments, and the comments it's launch 3, launch 3, launch 6, launch 8, etc. I think actually this is it. Nothing else to explain. If something, then as usual drop me a line. So, or maybe just comment a video. I don't know, whatever you find better.